Our hymn focus for today is Amazing Grace, with the tune Amazing Grace. An awful experience of a violent storm at sea apparently became the turning point in the life of John Newton, the author of this moving hymn. He was born in 1725 and lost his mother at the age of 7. Conscripted into the Navy, he was said to have deserted at one point. At the tender age of 22 years, he became the captain of a ship and was actively engaged in the slave trade business around the coast of West Africa and the West Indies. In January 1748, Captain Newton boarded the grey-owned ship and set on a transatlantic crossing with the aim of meeting his father. The night of March 10th, a terrible storm hit the ship, and Newton saw himself fighting for his life against heavy storm and rough weather. They were lost at sea for many days and ran out of food and water before they finally sighted land and anchored. This was a great turning point in a life dotted with twists and turns. Forsaking the slave trade and seafaring life, he became friendly with John Wesley and John Whitfield, two great poets and songwriters. With them, he became one of the most remarkable figures in evangelical revival that swept through Britain in the 18th century. In 1764, he was ordained into Anglican ministry. After 9 years training, he became a curate at Olney in Buckinghamshire. It was here that he formed a close friendship with William Cowper, the famous poet, to produce a collection of hymns, Olney Hymns, published in 1779, and wherein Amazing Grace first appeared. It was acclaimed that in his testimony, wherever he went to preach, as large crowds gathered to hear the old converted sea captain, slave trader, and blasphemer, he would often declare, "Had you known that my conduct, principles, and art were still darker than my outward condition, how little would you have imagined that such a person was reserved to be such an instance of the providential care and exuberant goodness of God." Beloved people of God, let us realize the amazing grace of Christ and enjoy a turning point in our lives today. Please join me as we solemnly sing the hymn Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound.